free them because she doesn't want them to keep suffering like this. Her mother explains that the spirit curse was originally placed only on the king, but over time it spread through the entire bloodline. She says that the spirits had nowhere else to go, so one by one they attached themselves to the royal bloodline. Hearing this makes Elan feel very sad. Ori then tells her that she's still a child and advises her to stay away from all of this for now. Elan agrees and says, okay. Then we see both princes sitting inside their carriage. The elder prince is thinking that it's already been 3 years, but he still hasn't been able to see Elan. Even though he keeps visiting the Vankt family again and again, he still hasn't met her even once. He wonders what's really going on here, then decides to drop the thought. After that, we see the prince finally arrive at their family estate once again. Gaps greets him and says, "Your Highness, I'm really sorry, but Lady Elan is still not here. So today's visit has once again gone to waste, and I'm very ashamed about that." The prince replies that it's fine, there's nothing they can do if she isn't here. Then the old man, who is like an elder brother here, tells the prince to come inside with them. Hearing this, the prince agrees and says that if they insist, he'll definitely come in. And with that, they head inside. While walking, the prince thinks that whenever he comes here, he always meets Rorin. And now, every time he visits, Rorin takes him inside the palace. He probably feels guilty that despite so many visits, the prince still hasn't been able to meet Elan, and he must be blaming himself. But then again, what can the poor guy really do? The scene shifts, and we see them sitting together, drinking tea. The younger prince says that the tea is really delicious, and no matter how many times he drinks it, it tastes better every time. Meanwhile, the elder prince is thinking about when he'll finally get to meet Elan again. Just then, they hear a voice. A girl appears and asks who they are and what they're doing here. She questions how they can sit so calmly and drink tea. The prince asks her who she is first. She replies that she's Sovel's daughter, the lord of this state. She has a very arrogant attitude and then asks again who they are. The prince asks if Rorin hasn't told her anything yet. She replies that he hasn't told her anything at all. If he had, she wouldn't be talking to them like this. She tells them to hurry up and explain who they are, what they're doing here, and where they're from. The prince starts smiling and says that they've come to see Elan. Hearing this, the girl gets annoyed and says that everywhere she goes, everyone keeps talking about Elan. She doesn't understand what's so special about her that everyone wants to meet her. Then her eyes fall on the gifts placed nearby, and she asks if they're the ones who always bring gifts here. The prince says yes. She then tells him that from next time he should bring gifts for her as well. Hearing this, the prince laughs and agrees. Just then, Rorin arrives and tells her that she should behave properly because she's standing in front of His Highness. Hearing that, she gets shocked and asks if they're really princes. Rorin scolds her and tells her to mind her language, saying she's being very rude. After all this, the prince starts laughing and says it's fine, he didn't feel bad at all. He then tells Raphaelia not to worry and says that the next time he comes, he'll bring lots of gifts for her too. Hearing this makes her quite happy. After that, the prince says goodbye to Rorin and leaves, saying he'll definitely come again next time. As the prince leaves, we see Rorin looking extremely angry, like he's about to eat Raphaelia alive. Raphaelia gets scared, thinking she's done for now and that he won't spare her. On the other side, we see the prince laughing, and his younger brother asks why he's so happy. The prince replies that after a long time, someone spoke to him so casually, and it felt really nice. Then the scene shifts to Elan, who is getting ready. Her parents are watching her and saying she looks absolutely adorable and that they've never seen such a cute child before. Elan denies it and says she doesn't look good at all. She says she wants to meet her uncle and wonders how she could look bad. Her mother reassures her and says she looks very beautiful. While they are talking, a pet arrives. Seeing it, Elan gets very excited and runs toward it, calling its name. The pet looks like a lion, and Elan happily calls it Van, saying how fluffy he is. Ori then explains that Elan will be going to the human world. Van asks if he can go with her, but Ori says no, because he hasn't learned how to transform yet, so he can't go like this. Hearing this makes Van sad, thinking that Elan will leave and he'll be all alone. After that, Elan and her father use teleportation magic and go to the human world. Meanwhile, Van feels really bad and starts remembering the past, when both of them were children and used to play together. In that flashback, we see Roval pulling Elan away from Van, but Elan uses teleportation magic and goes back to Van again. Seeing this, Roval gets shocked, wondering how she can use teleportation at such a young age. Later, Roval starts searching for Elan but can't find her. Then he notices Van and thinks that if he troubles Van, Elan will come running. So he picks Van up and starts bothering him. As soon as Van starts crying, Elan runs over. At the same time, Van's father arrives and angrily asks how he dared to treat his child like that. Roval apologizes and says he didn't mean it, and that he only wanted to call Elan over. But Van's father says that wrong is wrong, no matter the reason. Roval tries to explain himself, saying he only used Van to make Elan come back and nothing else. Then the scene shifts back to the present, where we see that they've finally reached the human world. People are talking about how the prince visited again. Roran explains that he told them Lady Elan wasn't here, which is the truth anyway. Everyone agrees that he did the right thing. Then Soval says that the mine they're going to discuss produces a lot of silver, but recently its production has dropped significantly, so he suggests shutting it down since it's no longer profitable. He proposes that they go there and inform everyone. Soval also tells Elan that the mine is very dangerous, so it would be better if she stayed behind. But Elan insists on going. Her father says not to worry and that he'll carry her, so it'll be fine. Then Elan asks where Gremmy is and why she isn't there. Soval replies that they didn't inform her about this trip. Elan asks why not, and he explains that if they had told her, she would have insisted on coming to the mines too, which could have caused trouble. Elan understands, and after more conversation, we see them finally heading toward the mine. On the way, Roval talks to his brother, who asks what they should do with the gold. He's referring to the gold that Elan had requested earlier. So then Roval says, "Oh, are you talking about that?" Soval replies, "Yes, exactly." Then Soval suggests that they should say the gold was actually found in their old mine, so Elan stays safe and no one finds out about her powers too quickly. Roval agrees and says it's a really good idea and that he likes it a lot. After that, the scene shifts, and as they're about to get into their carriage, we see a lot of carriages lined up there. Elan gets surprised and says there are so many carriages, all for them. Just then, Gremmy comes out from inside one of them. Seeing this, Elan is completely shocked. Roval and Soval turn toward Alberto and say that he's done for now, asking who told him to inform Gremmy. Gremmy scolds them and asks how they dared to hide something like this from her, especially when Elan was coming. She calls both of them complete idiots. After saying that, she puts Elan into her own carriage. The scene then shifts, and we see that they've finally reached the mine, where all the workers are waiting for them. Elan comes forward and tells everyone that she's Roval's daughter. Seeing this, everyone becomes really happy and finds her extremely cute. While they're talking, Gremmy arrives from the other side. As soon as the workers see her, they get very happy and are reminded of the past. Gremmy then says they'll talk about work later and that everyone should eat properly first. She goes to Elan and tells her that if she ever wants to win someone's heart or make them agree with her, she should first make sure they eat until they're full. Once people are happy, they won't be able to say no. After that, the scene shifts again, and we see everyone eating heartily. Once they're done, they sit around, and Elan stands near the mined elements, observing them closely. A man approaches her and asks what she's doing there. Elan replies that she finds these elements interesting, so she's just looking at them. The man says, "That's fine." Elan looks around and notices that all the workers seem happy. She realizes that if the mine is shut down, they'll feel really bad. Basically, all the workers are strongly against closing the mine, so Elan decides to increase the silver content in the elements so the mining won't stop. She uses her magic and infuses silver into the rocks, then shouts that she can see something shiny inside and asks everyone to come take a look. The man rushes over and asks if they can break the stone. He's given permission, and as soon as they break it, silver comes out from inside. Everyone gets extremely happy and starts cheering, saying this means they can continue mining. Seeing them happy makes Elan feel really good. On the other side, Roval is watching Elan and realizes that she's the one behind all of this. He tells her that what she did was wrong. At that moment, Soval steps in and tells everyone to stop shouting. He says he's already decided that there will be no more mining, and they need to understand why he's stopping it. He explains that the spirit's curse is consuming them, and they can't see how their condition is getting worse. Elan listens carefully and then asks if she's allowed to say something. Soval agrees. Elan tells everyone to listen to her properly. She explains that the coughing and other symptoms they're experiencing aren't due to a spirit's curse. It's actually an illness caused by mining and staying among these elements for a long time. The people get shocked and ask if it's really a disease. Elan says yes, and that it can be treated. It can't be cured completely, but it can be managed over time. She explains everything about the illness, and everyone listens to her very carefully. Then an old man steps forward and asks if she can treat his illness. Elan says she can't cure it fully, but she can reduce its effects gradually. The old man gets emotional and says that if she does that, she'll make his life much better. Elan promises that she'll try her best, but she needs some time. She also says she can't do anything right now and needs to talk to her mother first. Elan then asks Roval if they can return to the mansion because she needs to discuss something with her mother. Roval agrees. She then tells everyone to give her a few days and promises that she'll come back with medicine for them. Hearing this makes everyone very happy. After that, the scene shifts directly to Roval's house. Everyone is sitting together, and Elan tells her mother that she wants to talk about the medicine. She says she can make it, but she'll need her mother's help and asks her to lend her power. Her mother agrees without hesitation and tells her to do whatever she wants. However, Roval gets worried and says she shouldn't do this, asking what if something happens to Elan. Elan reassures him that she'll be fine and that she's just going to use her magic in a slightly different way. After this, the scene shifts again, and we see Roval pacing back and forth in front of a gate. Ori arrives, and Roval tells her that it's been a long time and Elan still hasn't opened the gate. He's really scared about what might be happening inside. Ori tells him not to worry and says that Elan is completely fine and I will be okay. Ori leaves, and then Van appears. Van says that Elan sent him outside. Roval loses his patience and says he can't take it anymore, and that he's going to break the gate. When he tries to open it, he sees that Ori has placed a barrier there. Roval gets angry and says that this nonsense has gone on long enough. He breaks the gate and rushes inside. There, he sees Elan reading spells and gathering multiple spells together. The medicine has already been completed, but Elan starts losing consciousness. Roval rushes forward and catches her. Elan weakly tells him that the medicine is ready. But Roval looks extremely sad because Elan's condition has become very serious.